So we continue with the methods. In this new lesson, we continue with the data gathering and analysis methods. And here we will be looking at decision-making related methods. What type of methods are we going to look at? We have the expected monetary value method to calculate the expected monetary value of different possible projects. We look at decision trees, which are more complex and multi-year. We look at decision trees. We also consider sensitivity analysis. We have the make or buy analysis. And the last method we will discuss here is the influence diagram. Let's first have a look at the expected monetary value analysis. Expected monetary value analysis can be used in decision making and in quantitative risk management. When we look at decision making under risk or using Laplace, there are different methods. We identify the different possible outcomes, their probabilities, expected profits or losses, and the weighted averages or the averages provide us with the expected monetary value of the different solutions, and we select the solution with the highest expected monetary value. In risk management, we use the method to evaluate the financial impact of alternatives. Here, the expected monetary value is calculated by multiplying the probability of occurrence with the estimated economic impact of the event. Here we have an example. Here we use the Laplace formula. We have all the profits or the losses of the different solutions. And then with Laplace, we just calculate the classical average. If we would consider under risk, we would calculate a weighted average using the probability of the different events. Another element we have is the decision tree analysis. The decision tree is a special method where we calculate the expected monetary value of different possibilities. The solution with the highest expected monetary value is selected or we build it. Now here we see a typical decision tree. We have different elements here. We have decision nodes, we have calculation nodes, and we have end nodes. And we find for every solution at the decision node the different expected monetary values. And of course, we take the highest value. It is also possible to expand this decision tree and have a multi-stage scenario view of business opportunities. It can become very complicated. This is just a simple example how it can look like. Another element is sensitivity analysis, and we see here an element, we see here a graph where we have the effect of change of crude oil price with $20 per barrel from the actual price. We can use the sensitivity analysis in business analysis and in risk management. In business analysis, the method provides us with the effect of changes in the basic parameters or the final outcome. We also refer to it as the elasticity of the solution. In risk management, sensitivity analysis is used to identify what events have the most potential impact on the project outcomes and evaluate the effect of variations of the risk parameters. Another element we can look in decision making is a make or buy analysis. Here we look at the different costs to buy or to make a product or service ourselves. We see here the buy cost, the make cost, and we find the decision point. The decision point is in fact the point when we are at the left, we will buy the service or the product, and at the right we will make it. We also have to look at the total cost to buy, TCB, which is the sum of fixed cost for the buy solution and the variable cost to buy the solution. The next thing is to make the cost or to look at the make cost, total cost make. It's the sum of the fixed cost for the make solution and the variable cost for making it. The combination of those two leads to the formula of the decision point. Here is a small example of a make or buy analysis. So we have in fact the two equations, the total cost to make and the total cost to buy. And we see here that when the decision point here is 50 and we want to have the decision point is 40 and we want to have 50 products. In this case, we are at the right of the decision point, so we decide to make the product ourselves and not buy it. We also have what we call the influence diagram, and we can have a definition here. The influence diagrams are a conceptual modeling tool that graphically represent the causal relationship between decisions, external factors, uncertainties, and outcomes. Influence diagrams provide a better insight into the links between objectives, alternatives, and consequences. And they also provide a shared understanding of how things work and link the things we can affect with the things we care about. An application here, well, we create a common understanding of how things work. We facilitate communication between stakeholders, experts, and decision makers. We think in cause and effect relationships. We define evaluation criteria. We determine modeling and information needs directly related to the evaluation criteria. And we integrate knowledge from different sources and domains. Now we have to have a look how we link the different methods to the performance domain. And we see that expected monetary value is linked to the planning performance domain. So is the decision tree analysis and the influence diagram. Sensitivity analysis is linked to the performance domains, planning, project work, and delivery. And the make or buy analysis is linked to planning and project work. And that's it for the data gathering and analysis method related to decision making, where we finished again with linking them to the different performance domains. It's all for this lesson, and in the next lesson we will look at the project performance methods. What are the methods that we can use to evaluate project performance? That's it for this lesson. Thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next lesson. Thank you and bye-bye.